it's all over. So, how about that showbiz? Scary stuff, huh? Killing someone over interpersonal relationships. Yikes. She looked so pretty and so nice, but beneath all that, she was mad like a hatter. What did you say? I get it. Yeah. You're drowning in despair at having been betrayed with Maizano, aren't you? Attraction, affection, compassion. The bigger the chin, the more despair left in its wake. Cut the crap. It's all your fault. What Maizano did, everything. It's all your fault. Having completely lost myself, I lunged at Monokuma, but... Stop this. Kirigiri grabbed my arm and held it tight enough to leave a mark. You should stop now. That is, if you actually want to avenge her. Damn it. Ah, you had me going there. I thought I was gonna get pounded, but I made it out alive. What up? So, the tribe has spoken. You guys found the villain in splendid fashion. So it's time for this round's villain, Leon, to receive his punishment. Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second, please. I had no choice but to kill her. Yeah, it was a genuine case of self-defense. I was just defending myself. And it just... What part of your actions could be called legitimate self-defense? When you broke the shower's door lock, you used your own tool set, right? In other words, after she closed herself in the shower, you went all the way back to your room and brought back a screwdriver, broke the lock, and finished her off. You had any number of opportunities to end it right then and there, but you didn't take them. You quite obviously intended to kill her. No, that was... Just stop. Just end this facade. Oh dear, are you sure about that? You were the closest to Maizano out of all of us. And your dear Maizano was killed by this man. I don't intend to place all this blame on Kuwata. Of course, I don't blame Maizano either. Because it's all his fault. Oh? If it wasn't for you, neither Maizano nor Kuwata would have ended up like this. Rather than fighting each other, we should have been fighting the one who organized all this. Oh, goodness gracious. Have you awoken to your sense of justice? Did you know there's nothing in the world as immoral as a sense of justice? It's because we've got all these people flaunting about their justice that war will never end. And you've awoken to that sense of justice. Shut up. Nah, whatever. More importantly, let's get this punishment started. Everyone's waiting. I'm begging you, please stop this. No excuses. You disrupt the order, you suffer the consequences. Those are society's rules. Please don't. I prepared a very special punishment for Leon, the super duper high school all-star. No. Let's get this ball rolling. It's punishment time. The scene we bore witness to was despair. If you couldn't call it that, what on earth could you call it? Yahoo! That was extreme. I'm drowning in adrenaline. What is this? I can't take it anymore. Do we really have to continue this? I can't do it. If you're not a fan of this, then completely disconnect yourselves from the outside world and accept your new lives here. That is, if you guys can actually do it. You bastard. What's your objective in all this? What's my objective? Talk about a guy like he's an evil secret society. In that case, wouldn't it be talk about a bear like he's an evil secret society? Why must such an upstanding citizen as myself be subjected to this? Because how else would you turn something common sense says is impossible into common sense? That's like using a scale to measure length. Well, it's not like you couldn't do it, but... Whoa. I feel like we're not on the same page. God damn it. I don't know who the hell you are, but I have your fucking head on a pike. You're so mad. Do you hate me? If you want to hate on someone, you've got the wrong bear, bro. I mean, this murder only happened because you guys won out, didn't it? It's all your guys' fault because you can't let go of your attachment to the outside world. Of course we can't. Just suddenly up and being trapped in this screwed up place? Trapped, huh? But when you guys uncover all the Academy's mysteries, you'll most definitely be thinking, I'm so happy I get to live my whole life here. What do you mean by that? There's a lot of meaning buried in your words, like what you said earlier. Let's get this fundament started. Everyone's waiting. Just who is this everyone you speak of? Well, I said everything I can. It's not as much fun if I don't save some for later. And then Monokuma vanished, leaving us alone in our overwhelming nightmarish reality. Even after Monokuma dismissed us, we stayed in that place, unable to move for some time. No, for some time is probably a huge understatement. I'm positive we were all afraid of being alone. No one uttered a word. Everyone stood in silence, wearing long, contemplative faces. But then... Naegi, do you have a moment? She walked up beside me and whispered into my ear, before we go back, there's something I'd like to tell you. About Maizono? Yes, that's correct. Do you remember what I said to you before the class trial? I said, you must uncover the truth behind this incident yourself, Naegi. You were trying to make me realize that Maizono's betrayal myself? Me, completely unaware I was being deceived, stupidly trusting her for being made a suspect, while being made a suspect? Yes, Maizono tried to throw you to the wolves. That is an unshakable fact. But she was conflicted all the way to the end because of that. She was thinking of you in her last moments. In her last moment, she was thinking of me? Don't say something so baseless. Something nobody can know. There's no longer any way to ask her. Even without asking her, you can still use your logic. Maizono's final thoughts were of how she could save you. Huh? The evidence for that is in the dying message she left with her last remaining strength. She wouldn't have left that message if she didn't care about what happened to you. That was probably just her way of getting back at Kurowa for killing her. Yes, that's a possibility. However, it's not what I think. She was conflicted. Conflicted about deceiving you and about killing someone. That's why her plan failed. Her conflict invited failure. Ironic, isn't it? Why are you telling me this? Because you are a person who can overcome. Because you can overcome the deaths of your friends, Maizono and Kuroda, and move forward. If that's not what you are, you'll never be able to conquer these extraordinary circumstances. Overcome the death of my friends? I can't do that. I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. I won't overcome. Maizono's death and Kurowada's death, I'll carry those with me forever and ever. In carrying those memories, I will press forward. You've chosen a much, much more difficult road. But I expect you can handle it. She let out a small laugh as she spoke.
네.
Hey, Naegi, while we're here, I'd just like to know, how do you know I wanted to talk to you about Maizono? Ah, that. Because I'm an Esper.
Eh?
What? I'm kidding. It was just a feeling. And that's the end of chapter 1. Present.